Hey everybody, Rick and I are down in Manatee Springs, which is like 4 hours away from home, down south. It's closer to Tampa. And part of the reason we came down here, it has one of our absolute favorite kind of boardwalks. There are people everywhere. We just happened to show up on the 74th birthday of Manatee Springs. And so I'm not sure what all, yeah, I'm not sure.
Like last weekend when we showed up and there was a party.
I'm not sure what all we're gonna be able to like document and show you guys. We'll show you guys everything. I probably just won't talk as much because I'll be like self-conscious.
It's pretty busy.
But it's really busy. But it is so cool out here, and they did say there were manatee out here, so it's
with any luck,
it's a pretty good day. Yeah. So we're starting out on this boardwalk, and one of the first things that we ever noticed, the first time we came out here, is just these trees. They're absolutely just
Doesn't that look like something out of a movie?
It does.
Like Star Wars?
It is crazy. It's crazy. And the moss that you normally see and like some of the leaves and stuff, the river looks really down, so everything's kind of dry right now. But so you have this on one side. It's just a football field of like trees and cypress trees and knees, and it's just like, I don't know, it's super cool, right?
And then the next time you come, it'll be full water.
Yeah.
Nothing but water.
Well, and then on the river side, you have those people getting ready to put kayaks in right there. And we'll show you a little bit more of the river in just one second. But like, look how big this tree is right here. That is so crazy, right? The way all that, like I don't know if it's like moss or what, the way that it just kind of like glides in the current like that, it's so pretty, isn't it?
I think it's
You don't know.
I don't. And I was trying to make up.
All right, so one of the things I can never get over while we're out here is just how big these trees are. Like it's like just the biggest trees that we haven't. Yes, they are.
Trees?
Yeah, they are. But like the root system on these trees, it's so big. I mean, it's just, I'm gonna turn this around so you can see this one. It's crazy. Look at that. Like just the base of that, just nuts. All right, so we're still on the boardwalk and we're walking out to, there's kind of a little pavilion at the end of this. And they say there's a bunch of manatee out here today, but we haven't seen any yet, but we've just been in the spring, so we're not sure what we're gonna see when we get out there. Fingers crossed. So right now we're out here on the Swanee River, and look how pretty this is out here. We're on like I don't know if it's like a fishing dock. We're like
and it's moving.
Go stand over there so you can see so I can kind of like, yeah, it's like a floating dock.
Like
but the water level is really low. Like the water, like the river's really low, and so the manatee aren't going to be here. Like seriously, their backs would be like up beyond the surface of the water. But where those kayaks are, you can actually see the manatee over there because it's a little bit deeper. So we're going to try and get over there. Okay, right out there. Oh yeah, there we go. They're not really kind of jumping around the surface or anything, are they? Yeah. We may have to make a pit stop over at Wakulla again. Oh, look, kind of coming up for a little air.
Oui. Hey, c'est cool. Les voyez-vous bien? Voyez-vous le...
Je pense que vous les voyez mieux que nous.
I'm not sure kind of what this looks like on video. because they look like they're really pretty deep.
C'est fou, hein?
But those big kind of blobs of lighter color in the water, that's what we're looking at. So cool.
Dile que sacan la cabeza.
So neat. Look how big they are. They're so big. Okay, so we've been out here a bunch of times, and it's always different. All these parks, they're so different every single time you come. But the first time that we ever came out here, the river, the spring and the river were like really high on this side, and the water is crystal clear, and you see all of those those bits of moss, those long strands of moss like floating in in the current. Yes, it's so beautiful, right? And then this side over here with all these giant cypress, it's like a football field, right? And
it's as far as you can see cypress. It's like
yes,
so
but
neat.
it's covered in like all these little leaves, and it was almost like it's not moss, but it's like some sort of plant or vegetation that it was just this like sea of green, right? It's so cool. But I said it's like on one side it looks like something out of the Goonies, like you could totally see like a pirate ship floating through, and on this side it looks like something off of Star Wars, like you're waiting for Yoda to pop out, you know. Anyhow, very, very cool. And anyhow, I'm gonna turn this around so you can see this again. Like, look at all this. This is so neat, right? God, these trees. Hey.
Hey, babe. Let's look at that squirrel. See him?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
He's behind the cypress knee.
All right, so just real quick before we head out, Manatee Springs is also like a place that people can come and swim, and they have incorporated like stairs and things like that into the swimming area. But one thing that's also really cool about the swimming area is that the trees and the landscape like are almost like unobstructed, so you're swimming in and around like all of the big trees and all of the big stumps and rocks and just all of that stuff. As I'm sitting here having this, like doing this squirrel is just going crazy on a nut right now, which is kind of fun. All right, let me turn this around so you can see the swimming area. Okay, so I am standing at the lower part of the steps, and here all these rocks and the trees across the way. Usually when we're out here, and other times of the year, you see people swimming, and there's like families out here with like floats, and it's a lot of fun. All right, I just took off my glasses. I'm probably gonna be like, I feel like I'm cross-eyed. Do I look cross-eyed? it's like I'm not trying to offend the cross-eyed community, but it's like I always like when I take my glasses off, it's like my eyes trying to adjust. It's like I feel
You're like,
one
am I
of them's
cross-eyed? I'm like,
no,
no,
I'm like, I
no
know,
comment.
I'm like, no, they really do. It's like they feel like it's like I'm not even trying to be funny. It's like they really. I don't. Why am I telling you all this? Why am I going through all this? This is crazy. This is
Like, I'm cross-eyed.
crazy. All right, I can't help it. I'm cross-eyed.
Like, hey.
No, okay.
Come on.
No. Okay, so Manatee Springs. We happened to show up on their 74th anniversary, so that's great for them, but terrible for us because, you know, we don't love a crowd. And
It really wasn't too crowded.
but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't
There were
that
just
bad. There were a lot of
people there.
really interesting people there, and that was kind of cool.
There were just people there in general.
There was a ton. There were so many people, right? And okay, anyhow, so we got out to the end of the boardwalk where it's the Swanee River, and that's where all the manatee are. And the water level, the river is really low right now, so they were kind of further out. And even the video that I put up in the story is it's kind of zoomed in, so we feel bad.
And the last time that we were there, I don't know if you noticed, but there were benches, and they had
Yeah.
moved them out. So you couldn't actually stand on something and look into the water.
Well,
You actually had to lean over.
yeah, anyhow. So we kind of feel bad, like we're not earning our dollar, and so our subscription dollar. And so we are on our way home. We're going past Wakulla Springs, which is where
And
we
it's
had-
and there's a given. If it's gonna be there, they're gonna be there.
Well, yeah, it's like that's where we saw the manatee on Christmas Eve, which is where also the video that I put up. And so anyhow, so it's just kind of a really good stop for us on the way back. And I am passing this guy right here.
Passing on video. This
Yeah,
is nice.
like-
Neither
yeah.
of us are wearing our glasses, so you know, I mean, the car. I don't know.
Whatever. Anyhow, so yeah, so we're stopping in an effort to give you guys the best possible show we can give you today. And these trees, aren't these trees crazy? It's like I mean, don't get me wrong, I love trees, but it's when you're trying to like shoot videos, take pictures, it's like strobe light, strobe light, strobe light. It's like so much. And anyhow, so yeah, so we are gonna make that stop and
Fingers crossed.
yeah, bring you guys with us, and hopefully we're gonna see some manatee like a little closer up than what we saw at Manatee Springs. Anyhow, stay tuned. There's no manatee.
I'm laughing. Stop. Hold on.
There are no manatee out here today. I thought that they would just come in and stay for
And
the
Joe's
season,
like, they don't
right?
leave. They don't leave.
I'm like, they don't
They're all
leave.
gone. There's not one.
No, but there's like people over here like jumping off the dive tower today, and so I'm like,
You know, it's a really big lake. They're not just moved to
it's
the
not
other
a lake,
side.
it's a river, and
They're actually gone.
yeah, they're not gonna hang
they're
out with like people
gone.
swimming and stuff. So not like this kind of.
But you know what? It's really pretty and it's warm.
Yeah, it is. It's really pretty. I'm gonna turn this around so you can at least see the river. It makes us feel bad, like we're kind of like we're slacking or something. So,
But we're
anyhow,
trying.
So sadly, we weren't able to like show you anything. I mean, like I don't know, whatever.
We wasn't able to show you Manatee, but we did show you a lot more.
Yeah, it's like, you know, but Manatee Springs is awesome, and like the trees,
so
just that.
pretty.
The first time we ever went, I don't think we saw manatee, but yet it was so cool, like just the landscape of that park.
I think for
Awesome.
me, it's like I feel like you either see none or you see like 20.
Yeah. Well, anyhow. So, and you know, like I said, we're very easy with when it comes to this stuff, as far as like our expectation for ourselves. You know, we're happy if we just had a purpose for the day,
Right.
and getting down there and going to that park, and then making this little pit stop along the way. You know, that's enough to like really make a pretty great day for us. Like we've had a good day, and that's the biggest thing and the most important thing. So, yeah, it's a great day.
We got out, we did something.
And we're glad we can take you along. And
Thanks for coming
hope
with
you guys
us.
had a great time. And I guess that's it. That's it. Now we're gonna like eat. I